Greetings, this is Glenda Maury Kelly reporting to SEVA, Southeastern Virginia Arts Association Board of Directors, March 26, 2015. Agenda item: Children, Men, Women in the Arts. I respectfully like to report that nominations forms was submitted for the Women in the Arts. As we had discussed on January the 5th, 2014, it's imperative that we observe a National Women's Month, which is normally in March of every year. Poetic Justice won as our representative in the Women's Division for 2014 on March 28, 2014. We have 4 days to review nominations so that we can still appear to be consistent in what we do. Leadership requires consistency, perseverance, and to have the tenacity to complete assignments on time and to deliver to the community the things that you have promised. I do not feel earnestly that doing something one time is sufficient enough to capture the attention of 350,000 people for which this organization is pushing to do as far as an AFRAM festival. The arts, the disciplines are very important. Our programming for 2014 was more training, and also it provided us time to see the skills of the artists, whether they were in, or the artists, whether it was music, dance, literary arts, theater, or visual arts. Last year, we only had one division, one person in the Women in the Arts, in literary arts. It was Diane Chappelle. I discussed with Deborah Seymour that with the Women in the Arts, we will allow the artistic director, Mr. Pettaway, to give us nominations of people in that prospective field and allow him to be the expert in visual arts, whether it's for the men in the arts, women in the arts, or children. Since 2014, Jacoby, Deborah, and Latrice Carter won the SEVA Men and Women in the Arts in Directorship. I went out and supported both. Jacoby is getting ready to produce a play, and Latrice has produced a play last year, which I went to attend. But this year, 2015, Roberta Holmes produced an outstanding play. She produced one in one in February, and she produced one in March. So it was 2 in 2 weeks time frame, which is very great. So, therefore, it is my recommendation that Roberta Holmes would be considered as a SEVA 2015 women in arts in the directorship for theater. And that we would recommend Dr. Brenda Parker as the SIVA Women in Arts 2015. And that we would make that announcement before March 31st, before March is over. The actual presentation for her trophy and a medallion can be given to her at an event that she's hosting at Jaycott's Elementary School, where she would be honoring Miss Brenda Andrews and another individual, for which I had recommended these individuals back in August of 2015 for Heritage and Legacy Awards. That's primarily all that I have to say. I'm pretty much disappointed that we are somewhat off target this year, because it's imperative that we stay focused and stay energetic and productive in order to produce a product that we can be proud of. As far as the 2015 Vision Project, I ran across a lot of pastors, a lot of people all the time. And anyone know that I am a great fundraiser. But my intent of 2014 wasn't to raise money. My intent for 2014 is to be able to look at the market for which we had and analyze what we had as far as seeing who would be committed to help us get to the next level. And so I took a lot of time in supporting those who we brought at the table or brought on the stage or gave medallions to, and thanked them for even for what they past did, because we got a lot of people out there in this area who supported SIVA. So we can't give enough certificates, we can't give enough medallions when people worked for free and SIVA was left with a bill. And so I received a call from Leonard about the status of SIVA. And it was my recommendation that he contact Fraternity Lamondou as far as where SIVA was, as far as the Afro-African Festival. I have not attended a meeting with the Afro-African Festival, and I only get the information as it's given to me. So, whatever you decide to do about SIVA, well, it was my intent, earnest intent, to create a program for 2015 that would have been able to have enough money to pay for insurance to cover the directors, as well as having enough money to be able to pay for some expenses that you would have to have in order to make 2016 AFRAM a reality. We all know there's a $30,000 bill sitting there. I'm not certain whether the city of Norfolk have forgiven that bill, but in my mind, it's best to work towards economic strength than walk and work in poverty or like. I certify that I have not collected nor spent any money that has not been accounted for, and all receipts of 2014 was turned in. I also further report that under the banner of G. Paris Media Group and the Connection Ministry Mission 2000, for which I am the Chief Executive Officer of, that we did not commingle or solicit any other money in the name of SIVA in order to run my personal ministry or business. Thank you very much.